Good day YouTubers, and welcome back to Moonshine Vaper and part 2 of this review of the ijoy Limitless XL. Now, I've done a review on this tank the other day, and I was a bit concerned about the RDA section that comes with it. You got two, a single and a double one. Now you can see that I've used that coil and it's got a bit black already, down to the sugar content. I was vaping on the juice, which is that glory days donut, where it is, or cheap frills. Made a right mess of the coil, but I was very disappointed in these coils. This is why I'm doing the part 2 review, to let you know what's what. Now, the device itself works fantastic, no problems about the device, but my concern is about these coils that they're putting, preset coils that they're putting onto the deck already for you. Now, they look fantastic coils, really stunning looking coils, but the problem I've found of these coils are the flavour is absolutely disgusting. I'm really shocked. I'm sure the other one on the dual coil deck, let's get it right, 2 coils on that one, which is what I'm using inside here now, but I've had to pull the coils out straight away. Absolutely, the flavour's shite. Now, the reason I've done that test is to find out how good the coils were in the first place, and this is why I used this particular juice. Now, I know this juice is a coil killer, no qualms about that, but the flavour of it is immense. So when I filled the tank up with the first build, I used a single deck first, and the flavour was just very muted, to tell you the truth. I was kind of shocked. So I thought it could be down to the, the single coil, not getting the right power through it, but trust me, that wasn't the case. This single deck performs beautifully, but the coil itself is absolute shite, dead flavour. So I went on to the dual deck. I put that in, filled it up with juice, vaped it, same thing, muted flavour, absolutely muted. And I'm looking at the coils and look like stapled Claptons to me. I could be wrong, but they look like some high-end coils, but they're not worth the shit. They're really not. Absolutely disgusting flavour of it. So what I've had to do, I pull a building onto this deck, the dual deck, put some Claptons on there. I can't remember now, I think it was on a 3mm drill bit. Could be about 9 wraps are banged on there for some reason, just to mess around, see what was going to happen. It comes out at 0.7.4. That's the reading it's coming out as on there. Now, I wasn't looking to have a lot of power through the coils itself. I'm just trying to have a nice stable build where you have to put a lot of power through the tank itself, because this tank gets kind of hot when you start banging a lot of power through, just like the Beast does in the Smock. So basically I was trying to come away from that and sort of just bring the power down a bit. I'm vaping this at 61 watts, as you can see there. I've left that to soak, so let's see what it's like now with these Claptons in. Yeah, full flavours back. So don't get disillusioned when you actually get this device and you do fire it up with these pre-made coils that they've made already and put onto the deck. My advice to you is take them straight out, put your own coils on top, you'll be happy straight away. And just take your time with wicking up as well. Make sure the cotton is nice and fluffy, and don't actually get, when you're packing the cotton down to the holes here from the top, there's got 2 slots either side that the cotton wool goes into. Just get a real thin screwdriver bit and gently just push it all the way in, but don't pack it so it's tight. You want it to be loose, But when you get the cotton in, you want to be able to fill these spaces up here. You can see that properly. Yeah, you need to fill these spaces up with the cotton when they go in. Make sure the cotton's all nicely evened out. And if the cotton's sticking out at the side, it's not going to bother you at all. Just make sure the cotton wool stays nice and fluffy. From you can pack it, juice is going to come flooding out the bottom. Trust me. So just take your time on the build. Well, not so much the build, but the cotton itself. But building on the deck is a piece of piss. I mean, really simple. Plenty of space on both decks for you to build and mess around with. Let's have another bite back on this baby again. Absolutely kicks out a lot of vapor. And the flavour's back. Like I said, I'm using Clapton's now, so you can't go wrong. And that's at 61 watts. I'll just crank it up to 80. I've had no dry hits whatsoever. Just tons of flavour off this build. There you have it. There's so much vapour come off that. And like I said to you, that's 0.74 all I got on here. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I rate the device a lot. Well built, well put together. The block coil, I didn't run it, only run it for the day. Got it out because I'm more interested in the RDA section on this tank. And I think it's fantastic. It really is. I think this is one of my favourite tanks. So do not panic if you purchase, or if you're going to purchase, you've got your heads up on the coils, what's in it. Get them straight out, you won't be happy. Build your own, get them on top. Quids in. Okay, so this is Moonshine Vape on part 2 of the ijoy Limitless XL. All have a good weekend there.